This is Phil to the Top, a.k.a. Mr. Snap Crackle Pop, and you are now tuned into the Connect on the Gr8FM.com. Yeah, every Sunday from 6 to 8 p.m., the toughest time slot in the world. So now, tonight in the building, a special segment from my man KnowTheBrand. You understand what I'm saying? We got Shosley and we got Tony Miles.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. And we got my brother Is Real.
Is Real in the building.
Okay. And listen, we're going to get right to it.
Up there, Prince, Tony Miles. It's gonna be like one of them up there with them. They're gonna be like,
if you believe it, you can achieve it, my brother.
Shit.
That's what I'm talking
Hell
about.
yeah.
I mean, don't put yourself in no box.
Not at all. Yeah, I can't.
Put yourself in a box.
Yeah.
Listen. Y'all heard it right here live on the Gr8 FM show from Tony Miles. So let's get into this real quick. Who is Tony Miles? I did my little research on you. I was like, okay, you're a very handsome dude. I see the music that you're putting out there. You got some hits. You got some really nice stuff. So tell me, Tony Miles, like, where are you from? Like, what got you into the music industry?
I'm from Gr8, but I had my dad from New York. So I lived in New York for some time, and he's a DJ. So I was going back and forth from Gr8 to New York, and like the Bronx and shit like that. So being that that's where they started and he was DJing and everything like that, I was used to watching him like play mixes and everything like that, do his little mixes and fucking switch shit up. And I got intrigued by that, hearing old songs that like I wasn't even alive for. He didn't rap or nothing like that, but he introduced me to a whole bunch of shit. So when I hear how they was moving with their shit, I was like, yeah, I gotta try this. But I felt like what he was playing didn't directly like connect with what I wanted to do. But when I every time I came back to Florida and shit like that, that's when I'm like, yeah, nah, this is the type of music I feel like I need to make and shit like that. I need something that's actually like hitting, something that's thumping, that feel good and everything. Like granted, all the music he was listening to is like bar heavy and everything like that, which I love that. But sometimes it's a balance. Sometimes I just want to just vibe. So I feel like if I'm able to make that little balance, then I feel like I'm making like the best shit where it's like if you listen, you know that the lyrics is there. But if not, and you just vibing, you know that the feeling is there. And through listening to all the songs that he would play, watching him DJ and everything like that, that's what like made me really want to get invested into this music shit. I never had the capability of DJing, but listening to what I was hearing, I'm like, yeah, I could do that and I could rap. And so like, I appreciate it. You think I got them hits? I like to think I got them hits too, but I'm trying to always elevate and do even better.
Right.
And that's my goal. Yeah.
As you should. Okay, that's nice. And I know you said that basically you got your inspiration from your father being a DJ and stuff like that. So before all of that, like what was life like before your music career before your hobby turned into like you doing this? Like this is
I've been rapping since I was 7 years old. So
okay, so
this is it. Yeah, this is forever. Like I don't think I ain't never had no real passion like this for anything. Like I draw and shit. I've acted before. I've written plays and everything, written stories and shit, and done poetry and poetry slams and shit. I like that shit. But like music, that's where I'm like, yeah, this is what really bring me like the most comfort and peace. So
okay, and it's nice to know that you've always kind of, I'm guessing, had that support, being that your family is in the...
No? Not at all. You think so?
How is that like? Because I know, just you saying like your father being a DJ and him being in the industry himself, like how was that as far as you growing into that and you tuning into music? Like he was supportive, like,
Nah. Which I thought was fun. I thought he was going to be my biggest supporter because I'm like, you understand. But my dad's side, they all like Christian. So essentially, this is not the type of music that they would rather me make. And my grandmama was in the choir. So she liked the fact that I'm musically inclined, but just not what I'm talking about and everything like that. Like when I was they found my rap books. It was like, nah, we going to burn these. And I'm like, damn, bro, like they're really not that bad. Thinking back on it, like in hindsight, it probably needed to be burned, but like,
You was
this
talking
is-
your
Secular
shit,
music,
huh?
yeah.
You was probably saying stuff you wasn't supposed to be saying.
Hell no.
Yeah, I mean, Tony, I get it because, you know, ideally, like, I don't know how far your father went into business or whatever the case may be, but, you know, when we talk about being artists,
They found my
you know
rap
what I mean?
books.
And you
It was
talk
like,
about
nah, we
something
gonna
that
burn
doesn't-
these. And I'm like, damn, bro, like, they really not that bad. Thinking back on it, like, in hindsight, it probably needed to be burned, but like,
You was
this
talking
is
your
secular
shit,
music,
huh?
yeah.
You was probably saying stuff you wasn't supposed to be saying.
hell no.
Yeah, I mean, Tony, I get it because, you know, ideally, like, I don't know how far your father went into business or whatever the case may be, but, you know, when we talk about being artists, you know what I mean? And you talk about something that doesn't require anything except for an innate ability and a natural talent.
Yeah.
Now they're saying, well, damn, there's a bunch of them, you know, that rap. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what's going to make you different? And you know what? The thing that makes that special is just that belief in yourself. Man. Like, you got to trust in your abilities in order to do these things correctly.
Absolutely.
And believe me, you know, family support, you're right. It's not that forthcoming.
Yeah.
You got to make everybody a believer. It ain't, you know what I mean? Maybe mama will be there like, yeah, my baby.
It's crazy because she really was, bro. Like,
You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm also from Harlem, New York.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I'm from Harlem, New York.
Shit. What brought you down here?
Man, listen, I came down here to break a generational curse. And you know, become a son, you know, father to my son, and, you know, my grandfather as well.
Shit.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but, you know, and I do that music thing too, so I definitely can identify with what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, what's important about this whole thing, and I think it's really important, is just that whoever you find to be on your team, make sure they struggle with you, not against you.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Make sure they're in the struggle with you, because that's so important. That type of support is so important. But the most important part is that you believe in yourself.
Oh, most certainly.
Yeah, no doubt.
Without that, I've seen a lot of people get deterred and like, oh yeah, it's not. And granted, like sometimes I'm like, damn, this is also not going how I wanted to and everything like that. But people, they'll be like, oh yeah, it's not going in the direction or at the speed and rate in which I wanted it to go. So they'll end up like slowing down, or I'm gonna just take a break. I'm gonna get back into it when life starts to like work out a little better for me. But you can't. I feel like you can't do it like that, because the moment you take your foot off the gas, nobody cares anymore. If you're not already solidified, okay, you was here now, you had that little section or whatever, and then you just gone. Like you got to rebuild yourself back up to that little section again. So I say you might as well just push through whatever little fuck shit you're going through, and then fucking just stick with it. Because
perseverance is important. That's the word, perseverance.
Most certainly.
Money in the bank.
Yeah.
By the time you realize that you done saved up a lot, you done done a lot. You understand what I mean? But perseverance is very important.
Yeah, I'm glad that you mentioned that, because I did want to ask, like, you know, growing up, like you said, not really having necessarily like that much of a support. At what points in your life were you like, okay, because I know it's harder when it comes with family not supporting you than just like friends or like random people supporting you. Because when it's family, it hits harder, because it's like, damn, you know, y'all supposed to really be supporting me. And at what point, or like what age or what point of you making music were you just like, okay, fuck it, like fuck what everybody think, like fuck what my family say, like I'm just gonna do this shit, and if y'all like it, y'all like it, y'all don't. Like, what point did you decide, like, okay, fuck it, like I'm doing this, like fuck y'all opinion, like it is what it is, like let's do it?
Shit, it was definitely the very first time I told my pops that I wanted to rap, because everybody else I already knew wasn't gonna fuck with it. But I was like, if I tell him, I was already kind of iffy because I felt like he might be like, I don't know what he was gonna do. But when I told him I want to rap and I saw the look on his face, I was like, yeah, I'm by myself with this whole fucking shit. And it left me prepared for anything else going in the future, because essentially, like, I don't want to say I have no supporters, but it's not to the degree where it's going to get me to where I need at the very moment. So I'm already, being that I was already used to it from when I was 14. Now when I see it happen, like, oh, okay, people be like, yeah, you got a show on this day, I'm gonna show out for you. And then I end up being the only one in there by myself. I'm not as deterred by that. I'm not like in my head about it, because I'm like, all right, I'm ready for this now.
Right.
Yeah, so
you know, Tone, you hitting on some very important points, because what happens is, and that's the most disappointing part, is when you look at the people who are around you, who you ride or die with, ride or die with,
quote unquote.
You know what I mean? They show up for the street shit, but they don't show up for the substance.
Yes, because if I'd have asked them like, hey, bro, I got quarrels with somebody right there, bro, we got to slide, I would have a lot more people.
Right, exactly.
Like,
You know, whole mob, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because, you know, in this business, you know, and this is a jewel I'm going to drop on you. Don't look at the people who are right around you to support you. They'll be there later saying, oh, yeah, I was there when. But you know who's going to support you? Based on what you believe in yourself and your talent, that's going to ideally attract the audience that you want. They're like, you're going to find, those people are going to be attracted. Let me just say that. We don't chase nothing. You understand what I'm saying?
Tell them.
So you're gonna attract these type of people into your life. They're gonna come towards you. They're gonna gravitate towards what you do, right?
Listen, clock it.
Like, yo, when a fisherman fishes, you understand what I'm saying? He don't go in there and chase the fish in the water. Right. He just throws the hook in the water with the bait on it and the fish. That's how he catches the fish. He's attracting the fish. So yeah, like I mean, yo, stay encouraged.
Oh, most certainly. I have this unwavering belief in myself. I like, it's to the point where I essentially got a bit of an ego because I believe in myself that much. I'm like, yeah, I know I'm that good.
No worries.
Yes. There's self-confidence and then there's ego.
That's why I'm self-aware enough to where I know I have to tone it down.
Like you're gonna be humble about it, but you're still like,
in my head, I don't believe none of that shit. I'm like, bro, you're the greatest. Don't let you know, I know where I'm at, so I'm like, all right, cool. But if you put me in front of 1 million people and you get like me and 5 other people and be like, hey, do y'all shit in front of these 1 million people, I have no doubt that if I'm not the greatest one, I'm gonna be at least second. They're gonna have to come up with somebody that's like amazing. Like,
yo, I gotta tell you, one of my favorite sayings is, if you think you're number one, watch your back for number 2. There you go.
I've heard that one too many times.
All right. So yeah, dude, you stay, keep your powder to
yeah. Nah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
New York. So you said
I'm from here, but
you're from here, but your peoples are from New York.
Yeah, my dad's side, they from up there.
So when it comes to music, because I know there's like different styles and artistic ways of making music, I'm not, I can't rap and do all that other extra stuff that y'all be doing. And I salute y'all because talent is talent, and I always tell people, like, when you have a talent, you want to use it.
Yeah.
You don't want it to just go to waste. So I did listen to a few of your songs, and I like them. It's a little hit. As far as like the wave that you were going and making music, like the type of music that you were making, like what really inspired you? Because it does kind of give like a little Miami vibe. Like, you listen to it, I'm like, he sound like he could be from like Miami, area. So like, is that just like the route that you just kind of like always like, okay, this is my style, like this is what I like to hear, this is what my peoples like to hear, and just kind of went that route? Or was it something different?
That kind of was how I went. Also because, like, I do, mind you, I used to live in New York, but I never gravitated towards the sound. So essentially,
it was because I've heard New York music, and it's different.
Yeah,
what people make down here.
It's harder for me to be. It's I try to, and I got a lot of New York friends that make music, so I try to and I make my own beats and everything. So when I do be making beats and I'm like, oh, I want to work with them, I try to make something that's like blend both sides, but I still try to keep like this little broad Miami type of sound, because it's like, this is really what I gravitate towards. That's what I want to hear. There's not a lot of people that's on my playlist that's from New York. Off the top of my head, I can't name any, but I know there's some in there. So. So this sound was definitely what I gravitated towards, but I also did appreciate the lyricism that the New Yorkers had. Not all of them, because I know a lot of them, they, that little drill sound that they got going up there is not necessarily like lyrical, but I know a lot of people up there still are like into like the old school type of shit, and I like a lot of that shit too. So I try to take the lyricism and the fucking catchy sound and blend it together. Well, and so where it's like,
I'd like to ask you a question.
Yeah, what's up?
So, so is your stuff conscious? Like, is it conscious?
Like,
is it? Are you bringing? Is your agenda to bring a new face to the sound of Miami? I mean, what's going on?
I don't want to call it conscious because I'm not. It's self-aware. That's the word I like to use. It's very self-aware. It's not. I don't want to call it surface level because I won't necessarily make I might make a song that somebody else might make, but we might go about it different and shit. So like I don't want to be like, oh, this is just surface level, but I might take a different approach to which would cause me to be a little more detailed about it and everything like that, about how I'm feeling about a certain topic or aspect and everything. So it's not conscious. It would be teetering on the line of conceptual.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, see. All right.
Yes.
And I like that. I like that you're able to term it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, describe it, because a lot of things out here are not worthy of description.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like you said, conceptual, man. You have a concept, and it's gonna grow. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I'm really looking forward to hearing some of your stuff. Shasti's heard it, you know what I mean? And I want to also remind you that you are on a worldwide platform right now.
Shit, shout out to everybody listening right now too.
International, worldwide. So is there anything in particular that you would want to impart to somebody who's looking forward to hearing that Tony Miles sound?
Yeah. When y'all listening to my music, it's okay to listen, because I know a lot of times, but because of I'm going with like the Miami sign, the brass sign, the 8 Oasis hit and everything like that, it's easy to just vibe to it. But and it's only reason why I'm saying this is because I get a lot of people that ask me questions about things that I've already explained in my music in at least extensive detail to what I believe. So I feel like, hey, if you just listen to it, like, just really pay attention, because even when they do listen, they get some of the words misconstrued, and I'm like, but it's very okay to just listen. If y'all want to vibe, okay. But if y'all really want to get to understand Tony Miles better, y'all can definitely just listen. I don't hold nothing back in my music. I'm not perfect, and I don't portray myself to be a none like that. So when y'all listen to my songs, y'all gonna hear every bit of the flaws that I got.
Okay,
but it's all
I
not
like
in
that.
a sense.
I was just about to ask. Like, I know some rappers, they be having a little cap in they rap. So like,
No.
I was gonna ask, like, do you ever feel like sometimes maybe like you're too honest in your music, or
no, I'm, and to my detriment at times, I feel like, but I wouldn't have it no other way. I can't talk to nobody and feel like and speak with like falsehoods or anything like that.
It's like therapy to you.
Yeah, essentially.
In a way.
Yeah, I gotta, if I'm gonna tell, especially if I'm gonna put it out to where I want other people to hear it, I don't want them to hear it and get an image of me that I feel like is not true, because I don't want to. Then I gotta live to whatever expectation that they set up, that I set up through my own music that they heard. If I give them exactly what I am, the full honest truth, and they feel like, oh, I'm up here when I told y'all I'm down here, that's beyond me. If y'all think I'm better than I am, and I told y'all I'm flawed, okay, but it's only because people believe that I'm greater than I portray. But I will never tell nobody I'm this if I don't believe in myself, and I don't believe that I'm this right here. So I always tell them I'm just like, matter of fact, I feel like most people are better than I am and everything. I'm just here doing my best. So I will never portray as nothing I am. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm wiser than I am. I make the greatest decisions and nothing like that. I just try to learn from all the fuck ups that I make, and that's all I tell people that I be doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shasta, you got something else for me? Because I'm ready to put a boy on the spot.
No, I do. Do you have any like upcoming projects that you're working on? That
Yes.
you can hear a little bit more about, like, maybe a song title, or like a vibe that is given, like storyline or something?
Yes, I'm gonna try to break it down without giving too much because I feel like the last one that I made was had a concept, but I don't think that I I don't think that it was clear enough because I think a lot of people still don't know what the fuck I was talking about. So this one I'm trying to be a little more clear, but a lot more creative with it. I'm not a singles artist. I have too many ideas to just put into one. Like sometimes I could get a single out and everything like that if it's just, whatever. But the amount of thoughts that I have in my head, I need to make a body of work. And that's how I usually create my music. I am working on one right now, and it's, I would say, my most ambitious because of what has transpired throughout the year. And I'm always trying to look for ways to better myself, especially musically. If I've done something, I'm like, all right, cool. I don't want to do that again. I'm trying to at least evolve from that in some capacity. So the one that I'm working on now I just figured out how I want to go about it. I can't give you a name because I'm still working on the name. I'm trying to get it down to like 12 tracks. I don't want it to be too long, but I got a lot to say in this very short amount of time because I want it to be concise, but I want every line to hit. That's where I'm at with my music now. I want to be of substance. I don't want to just say, oh yeah, I've already talked about it a bunch of times. Oh, fucking, I'm the smoothest nigga alive and shit like that. I'll fucking whoever bitch or some shit like that. After a while, it's like, okay, they've already understood that part and everything like that. And I've sprinkled in other lines, but now I'm like, all right, I wanna be a little more focused and like have more to say. Even though I've already been saying shit, I think this time it's like I want to just weed out all the extra unnecessary shit even more and just really like trim it down to something a whole lot more focused. And that's where I'm at with this right now.
Okay. It's funny you say that though, because I was joking with Shasky before you got here, and she was saying she hadn't met you yet. And I was like, well, how did y'all meet on a singles act? And now she's vetting you before, you know what I mean? Like, I was just teasing her, you know what I mean? But I was like, yo, like, but it's funny that you would say those type of things because it's very real. And I was gonna put him on the spot,
Put him on the spot.
All right, so like, all right, cool. So now, you're here in the studio, and all right, you're artist. You draw. You said you've done some poetry.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You do a little singing and do some rap.
I like this. I hold a note. I don't want to say I like saying.
All right, I call that styling. That's
what
I call it.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now, talking about styling. What would you be most comfortable sharing with the people right now? Would you want to share some of your poetry? Like, because or like, like, come on, man, like you got that. Like we going to say, okay, this is a taste of the Tony Miles mindset.
I have not done like direct poetry, and so it's what I use poetry for now is to enhance my writing when I make music.
Okay,
but I don't strictly, being that I produce, it's always like, oh, if I have something I want to say, I got a beat that I made for it. So it's like, okay, I don't need to do no acapella and nothing like that. I already have something that I wrote for it.
Okay,
but
listen, writing is an art form, and do not underestimate the power of being a writer. A lot of these dudes think freestyling is the way to go, but it's writing because you get the chance to organize your thoughts and concentrate it. You know what I mean? It's like channeling. It's channeling.
Yeah, and revisions is important too.
Yes.
Like a lot of time.
That's right.
I feel like even with like, say with like movies and everything like that, I promise you the best movies that you've ever watched has not just been record, quick edits, and then release. It's always run that back, might hit a reshoot or something like that.
Case in point, Fridays.
First
Fridays.
Yeah.
Every time you watch that movie, you see something different. And that's how you know that they put some thought into creating that movie.
But you can't do that if you're not revising extra thought. I think we could do this side better. Let's do that, add this extra shit.
Let's add this little extra detail here. Let's put this here. You know what I mean? Because it adds to the authenticity.
But that takes patience.
Yes,
and
it
shit.
does.
And a lot of people are not, everything is just instant gratification. I just made this, release it. Yes. I have. It's a little. Actually, sometimes I'm a little too patient. I'm just so ready to like I want this to be perfect. So if I feel like something's off, I'm not gonna fucking finish it yet. I'm not gonna release it yet. I gotta make sure it's completely finished.
Yeah, but sometimes it's
yes.
You know that.
Yes. I have to tell myself, don't overdo it. Sometimes let the flaws, keep the flaws in there, because some people might love that part of the.
We skirted you, putting you on the spot.
No. I want to get back to it. Trust me. Trust me. I don't get shy, nothing like that. I freestyle too. If y'all put me on the spot with anything, trust me, I don't.
16 just to show the world what it is. That's it.
Oh shit, that's smooth too. Hell yeah.
It's a hot 16. With like acapella.
Acapella?
Yeah, because
that's fine.
But I figured, that way they can create their own.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay. What did you want at this very moment?
Yeah, let's get it.
Yours,
okay.
I'm not
ladies want it.
I mean, all right. You right. I might kick something at you like, shit, see the fine shot, he want 2 nights, but I only got 1. If you trying to do it right, then I left. Had to go and get it, then I crap, step. Anybody come with disrespect? Yes. Hit them with the flow like that, they go like that, and they go right back. When I see, they finna understand. They don't believe. I had to get it, push it up my sleeve. You know what they say? Shit, I might just pop out with an ace. I don't even get it. I'm gonna stay in my place. And everybody know I'm really in here with the greats. If you really get it, then you finna see the shit. Tony Miles really read this shit, smoke my weed and shit. I'm high vibing, then you know a nigga just be out flying. I be in here, and you know a nigga finna get it there. And I'm under there. She got her underwear. She leave at my crib, and then I be on some fly shit, and I'm high as a bitch, and I'm there, nigga. Now I don't even ever go care, nigga. Shit, when they see me, they gonna stare. But I just really had to elevate them, and I don't never hate them. They saying they really want to wait it, and I had to get it on my weight up. They wait up. I'm finna smoke and get high again. Shit. And I'm vibing. I'm like, yeah, nigga, where you find me, I be outside. I be smiling because she know that she like it. And she see it. They know that I'm out here. And you know that I never just ride it off the top. Now tell me to stop now. I'm going to drop down. They get a knot now. Fuck 12. Don't call me no cops now. If you know that they come, they get shot now. And you know they walk out and I walked out. I'm like, shit, dog. Then I'm gonna get off. I would have stopped, but the shit off and this shit tough. They gonna get rough, and you know that they get flipped off. Now I know that I got the words shit. My dogs they be flipping the bird shit, and they don't even middle fingers. And you know I had to get it. I don't get no singers, get no rappers. I just do the shit myself. Yeah, my nigga, you know that I never get no help. Fuck it, I'ma win regardless. Yeah, my nigga, and you know I really get this hardest. My nigga, and you know that the shit ain't heartless. Pumping nigga, and you know if they be talking, we gonna dump them niggas. And you know they end up running nigga. Tony Margie coming nigga, smoothest nigga live like
Tony Miles, Tony Miles in the building. All right, no doubt.